Welcome to the Dog Advisory Council, a trusted resource for dog owners and enthusiasts. Today we will be talking about if dogs can eat candle wax and what to do if your dog ate a candle. In most cases, traditional household wax candles are made from either paraffin, beeswax, soy, or a combination of those things. None of these materials are considered poisonous for dogs. Since all of these will soften and pass harmlessly through a dog's digestive tract, eating a candle shouldn't cause any harm. Dogs love to eat anything that smells good. Your pumpkin spice cinnamon candle smells equally delicious to them as it does to you. So, because they don't understand that it's not food, they eat it. Sometimes dogs will eat unscented candles, too, simply because they're curious, bored, or perhaps dealing with separation anxiety. In most cases, the candle itself won't injure your dog. The wax of it is typically easy enough for your dog to pass through after a day or two, not worse for wear. Sometimes, however, he may chew on it and swallow a few large gulps. Depending on what the candle is made of, its materials may take longer and be harder to squeeze through his digestive tract. Substantial pieces of mostly paraffin can create a blockage, and this may require a trip to the vet. This is more likely if your dog is tiny. There is some danger, though, in the metal segment on the wick, as well as the wick itself. The metal of the wick plate can be sharp, and it may create a perforation in your dog's stomach or digestive tract while it travels through his system. Again, the size of the dog is a factor. As far as the wick is concerned, the longer it is, the more dangerous it could be. If it's near the bottom, your dog should be mostly okay. However, a long wick can get stuck to the digestive tract and be a breeding ground for bacteria. It can also potentially create a blockage that may need surgery to clear, especially if it gets all twisted up together. In most cases, eating a candle shouldn't cause any harm to your dog because the wax itself is easy enough to pass through his system. Let's assume that he's not eaten the wick or the metal plate. In some candles, however, there could be chemicals used to bind the wax together. These chemicals, depending on their strength and the size of your dog, could potentially cause a problem as they're digested. For this reason, pet owners should aim for soy candles with no chemical additives. It's a good idea to know what your candles are made of, too. For instance, is it pure soy? Is it soy and wax? Or is it beeswax and paraffin candles? These can all interact differently, and the vet may want to know which it is. If you suspect that your candle does have chemical additives in it, you'll want to consider keeping it far out of reach of your dog or perhaps donating it to a non-dog owning family just to be on the safe side. The difference between scented and unscented candle wax. There is a massive difference in the potential danger of a candle when it comes to a candle that is scented. Unless you are going with taper candles for your dining room or you have allergies, the odds are that your home's candles are scented in some way. The danger with scented candles, unfortunately, is that they are often scented with essential oils. These essential oils, due to their strength, are often poisonous to your dog. While this is not a complete list, some of the most dangerous essential oils for your dog include tea tree oil, wintergreen, peppermint, pine, sweet birch, cinnamon, and citrus. If you have scented candles, you'll want to check to see if any of them include these potentially dangerous essential oils. The potential toxicity of a scented candle is going to depend on how much your dog ate, the concentration of the essential oil in the candle, and the size of your dog. If you know your dog has eaten a significant portion of a scented candle, a call to the vet is always the safest choice. Even if you know that your dog ate a candle that should be harmless, it's always best to be safe rather than sorry. Some common danger signs in his behavior include vomiting or diarrhea, panting excessively, struggling to breathe, lethargy, lack of appetite, restlessness or obvious discomfort. Since part of the danger of candles for your dog comes from the amount he ate in the wick, any of these symptoms means that he is struggling to digest it. In some cases, it could be evidence that there is something in the wax that is creating a more significant problem as well. If you see any of these symptoms or a combination of them, you will want to call the vet. If you want to learn about the steps to follow if your dog ate candle wax, click the link in the description below. If the information in this video was useful, please like it and don't forget to subscribe.